Hey guys, Namaste. I just thought of making this impromptu video again. Thought it would help a lot of parents here, especially parents. I am coming across a lot of cases these days wherein we see children rebelling, behaving vulnerable, and we all understand schools have been online, kids are getting very addictive to mobile, and they are spending most of the time over the mobile. And a lot of cases come in where parents react, and they come up with things that children are watching content that they should not be watching. So here I thought of making this video, uh, considering not a perspective of a healer, a spiritual healer, or a counselor, but as a mother. So I think we as parents need to be aligned with ourselves first and be calm. Let us assume we get to know, we snatch the mobile, or any given circumstances, we get to know that the child is watching some adult documentary, or say something that you don't want your child to watch but the child is watching. And I completely understand as a mother what reaction or what goes into our own body and mind at that point of time. So the first thing I would suggest as a mother or as a parent is to get inside the room, calm yourself down, and then respond instead of react. This can only be possible when we are aligned with our own self. I think this is the time to show more love, more understanding, and there can be two ways. One is we can be a friend to them at this moment, and the other is they would distance themselves from us if we react, we shout, we raise hand. This is the beginning of the time where we show them that we are always open for a talk, we are always open for any sort of communication, we are always there, we don't judge them. And I am not saying that whatever they are doing is right, we should entertain them, and we should encourage them or not stop them. I am here just saying that this is important to protect our own respect over here. We have a few tools and techniques in our spiritual path, and it is okay if you are not a spiritual soul, if you don't follow spirituality. There are very easy tools and techniques as a mother that I would like to share with every parent here, which works effectively and wonderfully in our life. This is something that I have tried, and only then I am here to share it with you. We can use strong affirmations like, my child will only do the best, my child will do only things that is best for him or her. You can keep affirming, you can try stop negative thoughts that generally as a mother or a father, we have you won't be able to do anything in life, you are good for nothing. There are worst statements and affirmations that we generally use. I would request all the parents to focus. This is the simplest form. Yes, it is very difficult to control ourselves, it is very difficult to practice, but once you start practicing and once you start using them every day, I think you will understand how powerful affirmations are. We many a times don't know what we manifest for ourselves and our child or children. We speak all the possible things, I would not go deep into this, but I have personally, many a times used it, and I have seen it manifesting in it for me and my children. So start affirming strongly. Second technique I would share here, all the easy techniques. This is purely science. Visualize your child, visualize him or her, and pour a lot of pink energies, love energies to your child. This is the time to shower more love, to strengthen your bond as parents. Teenage is the time where two things can happen. Either you distance yourself from your child, either you form a beautiful bond. My whole idea is not to allow them, but to slowly draw your own boundary with love, understanding, a lot of positive tools and techniques here. One more point that comes into my mind is, at this point of time, the mother and the father should both come together, stand strong, and not blame each other. A lot of cases come to me, wherein the wife is so depressed, saying that the husband blames me all the time, that you are not a good mother, or you don't give the child the right upbringing, and vice versa. I have seen mothers blaming the father that you don't have the time and you don't spend quality time with kids. So and these are all very day-to-day things, that happens. It's understandable, but here I would request both of them to stand strong, support each other very strongly, and show a lot of love to the child together. Every mother, every father is doing their best. We need to hold a lot of compassion towards the child and each other at this point of time, instead of blaming each other, and show a lot of understanding. One more point that comes into my mind here is that a lot of parents, they cannot control their anger, say worries more than anger, and they open everything. The child is not studying, the child is this, the child has done this, and the teacher said this, in front of the entire family, say wherein people live in joint families, and I have seen that the child is not respected. Come on, we all have been to our teenagers, or when we grow, there is a lot of hormonal imbalances. At every age, there is something or the other. So this is not right. If we don't respect the privacy of our children, we will never get the respect back. I am again not saying don't say or don't tell your child anything, but maintain the privacy. Talk to the child in a alone, private place. Let the communication be very good, very easy, very comfortable. This will keep your respect intact. Otherwise, what will happen is, slowly the child starts rebelling, and you feel insulted, and that thing goes on. So this is one request that just came into my mind. And the last thing I would like to share is, let us change the perspective of the mother speaking to the daughter, the father speaking to the son. Let us make this a joint effort, wherein the conversation is important, Yes, mothers do spend maximum of the time with the child, and mother has a very different place. Agreed. Everything is agreed. And no matter how things change, the mother will always be accountable, or you can say more accountable. So I would request the fathers to hold the mothers, so the mothers can hold a lot of things beautifully. And I completely understand all the worries of mothers, fathers, everyone over here, and completely relate to it. But all these things, a little consciousness, awareness, that we all have done this, when we were growing. But what happens is we tend to forget that. I myself have done so many things that when I was a child, I used to feel I am not going to do this with my child. But I end up doing the same thing when I become a mother. So I think consciousness and awareness will help us understand that we have all explored things in our own ways, and this consciousness and awareness will lead your child to be a secured human being. Thank you so much. Any queries, anything as parents or as anyone, you would like to share with me, I am open, I am available, and I would love to be of any help to any one of you. Thank you so much.